Hello friends, hope you are doing good. I am good here. So I'm going to talk about yesterday's match between India and Australia. It is the second one-day international, and the important thing is Australia just did far better than what they have done in the previous match. So far better in the sense, earlier they scored beyond 350, and again they have done up to 389 this time. So it is not that easy without a good start from the batsmen or the openers. So David Warner and Finch again gave a very good start and they boosted everything, and then it was picked up very well by Smith and Maxwell to finish with. So Maxwell just went on fire. 29 balls, 63 runs. And he was just shooting all our bowlers like anything. So initially during the start of the tournament, I was just thinking like Bumrah and Shami, they are going to be like Walsh and Ambrose, the big legends. But yesterday's match literally proved like Bumrah or Shami, they have to improve a lot to compete with the current Australian team. So they were very expensive and they couldn't take any breakthrough at all. And if you can see, the Australia just outclassed their batting. All the top 5 batsmen, they just scored 50 plus runs. And especially Steve Smith, it was amazing that it's consecutive centuries on the second ODI. So it's really cool. The Indian bowlers have to definitely improve. So unfortunately Virat Kohli did not have any other option. He literally went for 7 bowlers and nothing has worked except to give so many runs to the Australia. So coming on to the India batting lineup, yeah, it was really good. I would not blame anybody. Shikhar Dhawan and Mayank Agarwal, they gave a sparking start, but however they couldn't make it consistent. So obviously it fell on the shoulders of Virat Kohli, and he did really well as usual, the run machine. So he was able to scale up gradually. So I was hoping India might reach the target, and it was very well complemented by Shreyas Iyer, and unfortunately we couldn't continue the momentum. And then KL Rahul, one of my favorite batsmen. So he was playing cool, but definitely I can see he's not playing his full potential. He's a little reserved or restricted. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure if the batting lineup or the order in which he's playing is asking to do that. But I would see a much more potential from KL Rahul in the top of the order. And coming on to the down the line, so Hardik Pandya, he really tried his best, but he was not able to connect many of the shots. And then coming to Ravindra Jadeja, so he is still an amazing batsman. So just in 11 balls, he was able to score 24 runs. 10 balls, okay. And he's really a big value for the Indian cricket team. So that is one thing. And when I keep saying all these things, so it's India really gave a tough fight with 338 runs against a 389, which is really good. And I definitely have to appreciate the Australian bowlers. They definitely had a lot of variations, and Hazelwood is an exceptional bowler. And Zampa, so it was really great to see his bowling. Such a young bowler, and he's able to take control of even the senior players. Even Virat Kohli had to play him very cautiously. So that is one thing. And looks like the pitch is not supporting the fast bowlers, because even Mitchell Starc was struggling to contain the runs as well as to pick up the wickets. So in an overall way, it's a good cricket for the fans to watch. However, a disappointing end for Indian team. So the Australia team has conquered on top with the 2-0 for the series, and many congratulations for them. So I'm hoping India will come back and bounce back strongly to win the last match of the series. So hope we'll wind up 2020 with a good note. Okay, thank you everyone. Stay safe, stay strong, stay positive. See you in the next week.